XRP holders, the US government just canceled it. Please read the disclaimer. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, moneymakers. Let's get into it fast today. XRP is sitting at $1.43, almost 44 cents here for XRP. The market was down a little bit, up a little bit, but for the most part, the crypto market has been flat, down 0.5%. It seems that all the money is going today into the chip stocks. You got ARM up 14%. You got AMD up almost 14%. Intel up, I think it was like 25%. And it was crazy because remember, the US government invested 21%. The US government had invested a significant amount of money into Intel a while back. And this was, they're up $25.7 billion. They bought it 2047. So that is a significant increase in value there. I'm wondering what they're going to do with that. So that's where the money is going today. Not so much for the crypto market, but it's okay. You know, you're going to have days like this. We'll see how the day plays out. Sometimes Freaky Friday, we see flipperoo because of the options expiring. So you always have to take that into consideration if that is something that you are doing. If you don't know what options are, then just, put your fingers in your ears and go la 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 la. Have you smashed the like button yet? That's the question, because it's Friday and Friday smashes are worth double. Just saying, you want to take advantage of the Friday promotion and get your double smash in. Right now, we are looking at a situation where President Trump is sending Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner to Pakistan for the second round of Iran talks, according to CNN. Oil prices have fallen on that news, and you can see oil prices are all the way down to 93. Nothing too crazy, but we are seeing the prices down as they jumped over $100 just a few days ago, and now we're back under 100. We did drop to 78, but there is still some uncertainty. And so we'll see. If President Trump is sending the troops there, Witkoff and Kushner, it means that he is inclined to make a deal, but doesn't mean that is going to happen for sure. And that's something that we're going to see if happens over the next coming weeks. We also got word that the Trump administration says 344 million in USDT frozen by Tether was linked to Iran. Now, if you have been watching the channel for a while, you know all about my theories with Iran and the crypto market and them shorting the market and then dropping the market before they did something, they would short the market significantly, and then the headline would come out and then they would make a significant amount of money. They could be one of the factors that caused October 10th as well. So, it will be very interesting to see how much more information like this comes out in the next coming weeks. And again, this is the good and the bad of the crypto market. The good is that we can have a free and open financial ecosystem, meaning that Iran, if they're in trouble, they can use crypto. But on the flip side, to the Western world, this is a no-no because the quote-unquote enemy is using crypto. And then, people like Senator Warren can come and say, hey, look, the Iranians are using crypto bad, right? And she can come out and use this as a weaponize that fact into convincing people not to use crypto. So it's a yin and a yang type of thing here, a good and a bad. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think this is good? Do you think this is bad? Before we continue, I just want to remind you that this video is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Also, remember that I will never contact you on social media asking you to sign up to anything or send me any money. Those are scammers, those are imposters. Please be very careful out there. I don't know what I started dancing, doing a little bit of a jiggy there. I must be in a good mood. We are now looking at a situation, right, where the probabilities of the Fed Chairman Powell no longer serving on the Fed board by May 30th surged to 55% after, drumroll please, the Department of Justice expected to drop criminal investigations into Fed Chair Powell Jerome Powell. So they're going to cancel the criminal investigation. Remember, that had to do with the building, the new building, and Trump was saying, I built bigger buildings for a quarter of the cost, or I think it was like $2 billion or $3 billion to build the new building. And so that was an investigation that was happening. And it seems that maybe behind the scenes, right? This is conspiracy theory, right? That Trump and his people closed the deal with the federal chairman Powell and said, "Hey, you quit, we drop charges." And it seems that the probabilities just shifted because that's probably what's going on. Again, I don't have, that's just a conspiracy theory, but maybe that's what's going on here. And the crypto market should be very happy that we're getting a Warsh coming in soon. Kevin, I'm calling Kevin, right? And so we'll see. We'll see, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna start reducing the interest rates, or is he gonna take his time, or is he going to start quantitative easing or not? We'll find out in the next 6 months. I think interest rates will come down. Quantitative easing, from what I've read, I believe it might take a little while, but we'll see. It will be very, very interesting. And that, of course, will affect the crypto market, because we've talked about this before, that in previous bull runs, interest rates were low. Right now, they're not. Remember, interest rates low, cheap money. Interest rates high, expensive money. You need higher gains to cover that spread. So that's what the situation is right now. Not a lot of people are running to banks and saying, "Hey, give me a loan so I can go invest in the crypto market." When interests are basically zero, the money is, you pay almost no interest on it. It's, people are saying to themselves, okay, it's worth taking the risk. But when it's 5% or 3.5%, and they add on, right? They don't give you 3.5%, they tell you 8%. It's not worth it, right? So then there's less money in the ecosystem, less money in the crypto market. In 2017, we were at close to 1%. In 2021, we were close to 0%. So that's, again, that's my theory. Not a lot of people talk about it on social media. Maybe I'm the only one. I emphasize it a lot. I don't really tweet, which is a me problem. I need to hire a tweet guy. You know what I need to do? Never mind. I need to do something about it. But I didn't grow up with Twitter. It's not a big thing here, so it's just not something that I'm used to doing. So it's hard for me to do it. I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll be better at it. That's what I've been saying for 6 years. I realized something, my friends, that I'm going to visit my work friends from my previous job on a Monday, because where I service my car, it's near where the workplace is. So I just put the car there and then I go to visit them. But I thought to myself yesterday that I have almost been doing this YouTube the same amount of time that I was working there, which is kind of crazy to me. But this is just wild how time has passed. So I just want to say, for those of you that have been with me from the beginning, I really appreciate you. I know we've had, an evolution of the channel, and we've talked about different things and different times, and I try to bring you the latest and the greatest news. If it is XRP related or crypto related or SHIB related or stock related or whatever we're talking about, I try to put that in a capsulation for YouTube, and hopefully you enjoy everything around it, all the news and everything. So I hope you appreciate it, because I appreciate you. I don't take it for granted. Okay. If you remember, we had Luna. Remember, we talked about that for a while. It was very, very crazy story, right? So recently, Terraform Labs filed a suit against Jane Street, and Jane Street has filed to dismiss the Terraform Labs insider trading lawsuit over the UST Luna collapse case. So far, Terraform sued Jane Street, blaming it for the collapse via insider trading and market manipulation. Jane Street says its largest trades occurred after material info on USD Health was already public, calls the case meritless attempt to shift blame for a fraud already prosecuted, citing Daquan's conviction. Their message to the court: Daquan already admitted he was alone responsible for everyone's pain. And so people that were hoping that Jane Street would fall for this. Remember, people were talking about how Jane Street was manipulating that 10 a.m. drop every single day on the crypto market. And maybe they also had a hand in the October 10th sell-off. And people were hoping that maybe they would get hurt from this lawsuit. Doesn't seem so, but maybe. We'll see. It will be very interesting to see what plays out with that. And interestingly, a new coalition of more than 24 crypto firms and advocacy groups led by Fund DeFi Education Fund is calling on the SEC to turn recent guidance on DeFi interfaces into formal rulemaking, warning that informal statements aren't enough for providing long-term certainty. Remember, we keep talking about this when we talk about the Clarity Act, right? That the fact that the SEC has said certain things and the CFTC has said certain things doesn't mean that it's informal, right? We need certainty. The push follows staff guidance released earlier this month from the SEC Division of Trading and Markets, suggesting that certain non-custodial users' interfaces, like DeFi front ends and wallets, may fall outside broker-dealer requirements. The group says that without formal rules, future SEC leadership could expand the definition of broker to include software developers and infrastructure providers, warning the move could chill innovation and deter the development of tools that improve market access and efficiency for investors, a concern echoed by SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce. And so again, this SEC, Hester Pierce, and with the SEC Chairman, they are trying to make America the crypto capital of the world. And the more clarity, the more regulation that is clear and gives companies guidelines and tells people what they can do and cannot do, the better. I know that many people like the wild, wild west of the crypto market, but we have seen that for it to be the behemoth that people want it to be, we can't have it. It can go from a novelty to a not novelty, but to become the new financial system, we need regulation. It's just how it is, because people aren't ready to shift from heavy regulation to no regulation. That's not going to happen, right? You'll have the Wild West. And we saw what happened with the Wild West. It was not a good situation. Unless you are talking about the movie with Will Smith. Wild, Wild West. Oh, Wild, Wild West. You're gonna take to the wild, wild, wild. I don't remember the words. I don't know if you remember that song. I'm sorry for the bad singing. My kids are sleeping, so I was trying to sing softly. On that note, on that terrible rendition of Wild Wild West, don't forget to smash the like button. Check out the links in the description down below. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. And like I always say, let's make a lot of money.